So you want a huge bench press and you've probably been searching, how do I get past 100K? Well, I'm here to tell you, with all my clients who are absolutely smashing it over 140, 150, 160, and myself being well over 200K, we are doing simple things like I'm teaching in this lesson. And before we get into that, I'm Riccardo Oliver. I'm the owner of Up Your Game Fitness. I've been coaching for well over a decade, and I've been calling out a lot of bad influencers online on Instagram. But I also thought, why not give back and share a lot more information to help you guys get a lot better? And that's why I'm here on YouTube, sharing some of the longer format stuff that I got, some of the videos I got on my app at the moment that I'm currently updating. So I thought, why not share some of the older ones with you, and you can see the value in it for yourself. And in this particular lesson, we're going to cover how you unrack from a bench press, keeping correct tightness to allow you to actually press a lot more weight in the long run. It's a vital lesson. If you don't do some of the things in this video, you might find that you're going to be limited. Maybe you find you get a bit of pain or discomfort or just feel a bit unbalanced now and then over time. And it's because you don't consistently set up, and you're not setting up the same way, and then load management becomes an issue, you overshoot, and then some other details. So let me know what you think of the video. Have a quick look, come back to me at the end, and make sure you don't forget to subscribe and like, and obviously let me know what you thought of this video. And there's a little link below if you need extra help. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to teach you how to unrack, but also how to grip so that you've got the most stable grip possible. Way to take it off. So the problem we got for a lot of people is, like I've shown you how to set up your leg drive, is that they start way too far in front of the bar. So you've got your shoulders pinched back here, you're set with your leg drive on, great, everything's perfect in that sort of position. But this bar now is in line with my eyes, or say forehead. What I'm going to have to do here is do like a straight arm pull over and release my shoulders forward to get into this position. And I'm going to lose all that stability I had in my upper back that was set nicely from the beginning. All right. And then also you could have it the other way around, where you start way too far behind the bar and you get in a position, you pinch your shoulders back and down, you push it up onto your traps and you press off. But then when you come down, you can't come to your chest because you're going to clip the lat. Okay. And what you'll find is when you press up, you clip it on the way up. Okay. So we're just trying to find that sweet spot. For most of you, you want to line the bar up anywhere between your, let's just say, upper neck and nose. It'll be somewhere around this region for most people, but that will change depending on how far these come out and what you got to do in the gym and the equipment you're using. So all I would do, get my grip, make sure I get my leg drive on. You know how to set up this already. And I'm lining this bar up so that now it's in line with my chin/mouth. And all I'm going to do from this position, whilst my shoulders are pinched back, armpits locked down, bending the bar towards my feet, it's going to be a slight tricep press off. And now when I press, and I press up, and it comes back slightly, I'm not clipping the clips. Okay? The second part of this video is getting the right grip. So you might have heard of people say bulldog grip, but I'm just going to show you what that actually means. So if I actually place my hands like a diamond, so the bar is going across my hand, and the bar's actually coming across this portion of my hand. Notice it's not here, I'm not like this. Okay, it's coming across this portion of the hand. All I'm going to do is make this diamond shape and slide out to where I already know my width is. So that's where I know I grab the bar. All I'm going to do from here is grab the bar in this position. Okay, nice and tight, grabbing the bar in that position. And then I'm going to set my leg drive, pull myself into position, and I'm going to try and pinch my shoulders back, push myself into my traps and bend the bar towards the floor. What you'll notice is when you press off, all the pressure feels like on the outside of your hand. Make sure that you are setting your leg drive and you're locking your armpits down, bending the bar towards your feet, so you're not pressing like this. You want to make sure your upper back's set properly, okay? And what you'll do is you'll just feel a lot more stable through the press. So you now know how to grip, you now know where to line that bar up with your body when you're taking it off. But before you take it off, there's another thing that we need to talk about, is bracing. And this might seem like a lot, but you'll do all this naturally together at some point, so don't panic. The reason we brace is we want to get as much air pressure into our chest as possible, into our core and our chest. So when the bar comes down, it's nice and solid, it's got a solid base, but also what you'll notice is it'll keep your chest nice and high, and it'll stop you dropping your chest and rounding your shoulders forward. So if you watch me not brace, so I'm going to get that brace first. I'm going to take it off, air in, okay, but then I'm going to release it. Notice my chest drops, so that when I press then, I'm more likely to start rounding and doing this sort of weird pressing motion. But if I keep the air in, notice now, even with my leg drive still on, air in, the chest is slightly higher, it works together, we'll keep my shoulders locked back and down, and it's going to be a lot more stable with that weight, okay? So the combination of getting your bulldog grip, okay, set your position so the bar's lined up with your chin / your mouth for a lot of people. Ear in, leg drive still on, and that combination there will make sure you're nice and solid. Next week we'll come back again, and obviously we'll cover one of the last lessons, but here you pretty much should be spot on now to bench, because you should understand how to set your upper back or your leg drive, preferably for you. You should understand where to set the bar height, how to set your grip, and now you understand how to hold tension from the unrack and obviously what you do with your bracing. There are some other details and some other things that I would change here for individuals, but for you guys watching right now, this could be the best possible option that you've got to really blow up your bench over time. But like I said, like and subscribe, or click the link below if you're interested in getting extra help from myself.